One. Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Calvin Samuel, the CEO of Aim to Succeed, Assessing Individual Mentality, where we believe that we should establish the potential within you. And we have a special guest this evening, Ms. Jasmine Brown. She's an author, an educator, a fashionista, if you will. I'm going to have her actually introduce herself at this moment in time.
Hi, I am Jasmine Brown. I am a poet, spoken word artist, newly found author and educator. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I'm going to start with our first question. With sorry, what was the inspiration for the basis of your book?
Well, as a child, this is my hope is to become a best-selling novelist. So I've always written, and I finally, got the urge or the need. I thought it was a need for me to put my work out. And so within my book, you can see my growth as a writer. It took about 6 years to write, so 3 to 6 years to write, and I just really wanted to apply pressure to myself because it was a goal of mine, but also share my art with the world. And I've been receiving good feedback, professional reviews, and it's just I know that ideally I can still become a best-selling novelist since I've already put out some work.
Absolutely. And we need more authors out there, especially Black authors. So that's an awesome thing.
Okay, for real.
Question number 2. What kind of feelings or emotions do you hope to invoke to others based upon your novel?
That's a great question. My hope is that people know that they're not alone. So there's 3 sections in my book of poetry. You, me, home. So you is about a relationship. Then me getting to know myself a little bit more, and then home, where do I find comfort? And so my hope is that when people read it, they feel a sense of like love, but also understand that as human beings, we are, and it's kind of cliche, we are imperfect, but throughout all the imperfections, you can still find beauty.
Absolutely. And we touched on it a little bit, but what is your actual name of your book? Just so people know officially.
You, me, home.
Okay.
The secret behind my smile, or things I'd rather keep to myself. But the title itself is You, Me, Home.
Okay. Did you find yourself saying, I don't know if I want to put this in a book or that in a book? And then if so, would you mind sharing what you may have left out, if that applies?
Yes. My home section is a bit vulnerable. It talks about addictions, what I've noticed within love and the relationships around me that I've viewed growing up. And some of my poems were a bit explicit. And I'm not, like personally, I don't swear. But throughout my art, there's swear words and different things I say to create images in my readers. So so I was like really concerned about that. I was scared about my family seeing what I wrote about them and about how explicitly I could speak. But how I navigated through it was just, being a little bit transparent. Like, hey guys, I'm about to put this book out. This is what I wrote. How do you feel about it? Because I do value their feedback and I value how they feel. Because I am also aware that everything that I think doesn't have to be shared. And this book is a very vulnerable book for me, but I feel like I needed to do a full picture of being authentic. And I just let them know.
Well, thank you for your transparency and your honesty and vulnerability. It's refreshing because not every author, extends himself in that way. So kudos to you. And also kudos to the fact that you have a great support system in your family, that even though there was some things in there that you were sharing, that, they still were on board overall and giving you that support that you needed.
Thank you.
Welcome. Next question. What was your writing process like for being able to complete your book? I know you said how many years, but what was your writing process like?
So I'm a person who journals every day. I have to journal in order to be my best self. I like to be a little bit like self-reflective, like what could I have done better? My hope is that I set a goal a day. And so many of the pieces that I published were from me just literally coming home instead of, journaling about my day. The words were just coming out. And it kind of, I keep saying all these cliches, but kind of like wrote itself. It's just of how I was feeling during that day, during that month, during that year. And I'm consistently writing. So it was kind of easy to navigate and make it one whole.
Awesome. In which ways can people follow you and also gain access to your book?
Oh, awesome. Well, it's available on Amazon. Just search my name, Jasmine, JSMYNN, Brown. Okay, I spell my name different. I'm big on social media. So Instagram, Jasmine72. And then the book's Instagram is Love Written in Book Form. You can follow that as well to get snippets of the book.
Cool. And then our last question for this evening is, are there any lasting or inspiring words that you want to leave our audience with today, especially those who are still trying to become authors or might be wondering, hey, do I have what it takes?
Yeah, that's a great question. A final thought like that. Yeah, I just think it's important to follow your heart and be transparent. So I know that I was very hesitant with publishing my book because there was a lot of things that I felt that, maybe I should have kept to myself, but just go for it. You have to go for it and take the chance. If you don't, you'll never know. And I do believe in chances. So here I am.
All right. Well, thank you for extending your time. Know how precious that is. We thank you for everyone that will be viewing this video. Please like, share, comment, buy the book. Just don't like, share, comment, but buy the book too. Let's support our own and keep our dollars circulating in our community. Thank you again, Ms. Brown, for sharing it. Your process, your journey for writing the book. And, I know it's only going to be good things for things to come. It's just a starting point. From us to you, everyone have a great day, a great night, great evening. And remember that each dream is unique. So let's establish the potential that is within you. My name is Calvin Samuel again, CEO of Aim to Succeed, LLC. And this is Ms. Brown, newly established author, best-selling, #1 seller, author, up and coming. All right. Have a good evening, everyone.